between the folds.
From here, we got this guy. We're gonna fold him in half so he looks like a pyramid, just like you had. Then we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna fold him in half again so he looks like a smaller pyramid. It look kind of like that.
Mhm.
And when you do it right, it should look like this, where it's got two flaps, a top and a bottom, just like that. Kind of looks like that. Yeah, yeah. So now the next step is we're gonna take one of these top flaps here. I'm sorry, I'm working on my camera work. We're gonna take one of these top flaps and just kind of open them up slightly. You're gonna take your finger, throw it to the bottom, and then push from the top all the way to the bottom so it looks like a square. I'll show you again here. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You nailed it. You did it. You're almost there. I'll show you again here real quick. So I'm right here. Look like
I
this.
got it.
Yeah, you nailed it. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I take this guy and I fold up this flap. I make sure he kind of look like this, kind of look like a wind sail. I push him down to the center, push my finger inside, and I make what looks like a square. So one of my favorite questions to start with is if you were stuck on a deserted island. Yeah, you're
Like that.
perfect. Just like that. If you were stuck on a
It's like a one
deserted
of those little.
Chinese finger traps. If you were stuck on a deserted island and you only had 5 movies that you had to watch over and over again, what 5 movies would they be?
The Devil's Advocate.
Yes. God, that's a great Keanu Reeves flick. Like he gets not enough love for that one.
And then the other one, what's it called? What's the other one with Keanu Reeves? Why did I just forget it? It's
John Wick or like Bill and
older,
Ted.
older.
I am an FBI agent. Point Break.
Home break. There you go.
All right. We keep thinking, we keep
That
folding.
tells
All
a
right,
lot. That tells a lot of. That tells a lot about growing up and who your friends are and who you have around you.
that's why I like the question. All right, so we're at this guy. He kind of looked like a square. So the square's got a point, right? That's the
Uh-huh.
top, and it's got a left and a right. So the left and the right just have 2 folds, and the bottom has all these folds at the
Yep.
bottom.
Yep. I'm
So
right there.
now that's the bottom, and we face the bottom towards us. So
Uh-huh.
that's the bottom. It's got all these folds. So now we're gonna take the side on the left side and fold it into the center to the bottom. I'll show you both
Done.
sides. I'll show you both sides so you kind of look, you see what you're looking for. So it's gonna look like that.
Yep. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now we're gonna flip this guy over.
Okay, continue.
Oh yeah, yeah, you there with me?
Yep.
You
Want
know,
to photo in the middle?
yeah, like not quite, not quite. Like see this one? Here, see it starts at the bottom,
Oh,
so it folds in, so it kind of looks
like you're making a plane?
like a what you call it? A
Like a
kite.
plane.
No, like a kite. Yeah, yeah, just like that.
I did the top of the, like you're making a pointy plane
Yeah,
in the
and
wings.
now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So,
So
like
another.
good on you, my bro, for like giving your buddy a place to sleep and having the wherewithal to move furniture so he has some place to sleep. Like that's a good friend.
Thank you.
Uh, all right, so yours
I've
look
known
like
him for a
mine.
lot of years. He's visiting from Cali, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now we're here. Now we're here. You're good. You're good. Good. Yours look like mine. So now we're gonna take the top of this and we're gonna fold
mhm.
them over just like that. So we're gonna take our ice
Thank you.
cream cone and then
Done.
yeah, take that fold and then really make it tight because this is gonna be the back to our crane. So like spend a little bit of time and fold that and make it real tight. Oh my God, who's whispering in the background? the setup to this loft here, like the door to the bathroom with the fan and the bed and the fourth round and the banister, kind of gives me creepy vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
You said
Might as well
what?
be
It
a
gives you
horror
what?
film. Sorry. I'm filling dead space in the audio. All right, so the top we just folded down. Like
Mhm.
take that crease and like give it a good fold
Yeah,
because
it's good.
that's gonna be the
It's
back.
nice.
All right. So I'm gonna do this slowly. Don't try and replicate me all at once because it's a little bit tough. So I'm gonna take the top up. I'm gonna take the sides out, out, and then the top layer that's right here because it's got a couple layers because it's the bottom. I'm going to take up from
Mm-hmm.
the bottom. I'm going to pull it and pivot it at that fold I just made. And I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
turn it inside out and I'm going to make a triangle. So what club did you go to?
The weekend.
But so
With this?
not quite. I'll do it over again here real quick. Try and unfold what you did.
Look,
And
you said whenever I go like this, when it was down.
yeah, you just pushed it a little too far. Actually, it kind of looks like you did it from the wrong side. So let me let's get back here. Kind of pull the sides out.
Hold on. Okay, so it
Hold it.
looks like this. You
Now
said pick it up from the first
remember,
layer.
remember the bottom. The bottom's
You
gonna have
said
all.
yeah. So you said pick it up from the first layer.
Yeah,
When I pick
but
it up from the first layer, all the way to the crease right here,
there's
which is
creases.
that part.
Yeah, but it's a little bit further. See, the crease is not quite there.
Okay. Yes. So
It's a little bit further on the crease. You got to push it up
okay, there's a
a.
crease. So
Yeah,
these parts go in.
yeah, but don't force it. Just the top layer, not the bottom layer. So
Hmm.
you're folding in both layers. You're just doing
No,
the
no,
top.
it's only one layer. Look.
Yeah. You got it now. You got it now. Just like that. So it should look like this,
Mhm.
and then the flaps from the backside. So it should kind of look like that. You're there. Don't force it, but you kind of want to make it look like a diamond, just like that. You don't need to be in a hurry. It's okay. No one's in a hurry. So
Might
you,
do this.
you got it. You're almost there. You almost had it. I'll show you again here real quick.
No, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, you do. I see it. You don't need to force it. You don't need to be in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. You shouldn't be in a hurry.
Okay, there's my. Okay, that's where it was. Right there.
Yeah. And then what we're doing is called reversing the fold.
Okay, I had to straighten out my diamond.
Yeah, you don't need to be like super precise with the crease as long as it kind of looks like that, and we can fix everything from there.
Mhm.
So
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 the diamond looks like that.
yeah, just like that. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So it's
Okay.
got those two folds that we fold out. Take the top layer, take the bottom, push to the top. Any thoughts on your other three movies?
Um, The Matrix and Lord of the Rings.
Like the first Matrix?
Yeah.
I gotta ask. You
No, I do the third one because the first one will leave you like in suspense. At least the third one, you kind of have an understanding of what's going on from the first one.
well, that's the whole point. Like it's supposed to be
Okay.
like you're not supposed to make sense. All right, let me see what you got going on over here. There's something a little bit wrong. All right, like reverse. All right. So you're right. Sorry, I'm refolding.
So
You're
this.
looks like you're right here. The wings shouldn't be out that
What?
far.
What we in this one?
On the center. You see how mine on my side, it just looked like a good diamond. It doesn't have that little extra on the top.
Oh
I'm
yeah, you
trying.
said not to pull it up all the way.
You fold it up into the crease. So that crease that we made, that hard crease, should be the bottom. So it should look like pure diamond. So what's with the Keanu Reeves fixation? You like Keanu? Like I always thought he was kind of a joke actor for a long time.
Not until I saw Point Break.
even
He
with
goes
point,
out again.
I think what took me to like breaking into the Keanu Reeves focus was actually probably John Wick. Like I kind of thought he was a douche magoosh. Do you like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
So we're gonna leave it like that because
Yes, that's the guy. That's the guy. All right, I'll get up to where you're at.
you might want to bloop this out.
Oh, it's okay. We can curse at this point. 5 minutes into the video, we can curse
It's
all we
not
want.
cursing, but hold on, hold on. It's tea time.
Tea time it is. Cheers to you. All right, so kind of look like that. So now we're gonna do the same thing like we did to make the uh, kite or the ice cream cone, where I'm gonna take the sides, like I got the sides over here. I'm gonna take the sides and I'm gonna fold it into the center. So it's hard to do this reverse where I'm not looking at it. So I'll show you what you're looking for, and then I'll turn it back your direction. So all I'm doing is taking the side, the top layer, I'm folding it into the center, and I'm starting from the bottom and I'm going up to the middle. So I can't help but notice like all your movies have Keanu Reeves in it. That's what I'm saying. Why Keanu Reeves?
Are the center things touching these parts?
Yeah. It's gonna be center points are touching
Mm-hmm.
the side parts are touching the center, and they go all the way to the bottom.
It goes like that to the.
Yeah, just like that,
They test like this.
just like that, and we're gonna
Okay.
do it uh to the bottom. See, like
Oh,
my
okay. So
yeah,
airplane.
yeah, just like an airplane, just like you're right.
Let me get the points for the airplane.
Points to the airplane, they go all the way to the nose.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So how about any other films, not including Keanu Reeves? No,
Spiderweb.
take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Spiderweb. Okay, so but the other one would be the Lovely Bones.
All right, you're like I got a couple I gotta watch over here. I like to take a list because I
You've
get
never
stuck at
seen the
home.
Lovely Bones?
The Lovely Bones. No, I
You've
haven't.
never seen the Lovely Bones.
I have not.
Oh
What's it about?
my goodness. You have got to watch that movie.
Oh, definitely. I got nothing but time. I get stuck at home.
No, I mean like if you watch it, a grown man will cry watching that movie.
I
It will
do.
break your it will break your heart. I swear to God, anybody who watches that movie, it will break their heart. The Lovely Bones. If you put that in your video, in your chat, everyone will let you know what that movie's about.
Yeah, I'll definitely go look. All right, yours look like mine. So now we're right here. Now I'm gonna turn him 90 degrees, and he's got two little sides, the two
Yep.
flaps that were before. I'm gonna take them and open them up.
Mm.
So like I'm right here. I'm gonna turn them 90 degrees, and then I'm gonna open them up on the sides, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So now it inverts the fold just like that. So now you can kind of see it. So these are the wings of the top.
Anything else, Jack? Baby. Yes.
So these are the wings of the top, and
Hey,
at
this
the
is supposed to be for kids.
okay, I'm listening. So now we're here. Now I'm gonna take the top layer here. I'm gonna fold them up and push them to the top because this is gonna be the head and or tail. We're almost done, my dude. So it kind of look like that, and that's the flap that I just made. I pulled them up. You can push them all the way to the top. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of looked like this. All right. So now we're gonna do the same thing where we turn them 90 degrees, and we're gonna open up the side like this. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side, like that. Now we got the wings on the outside, and I'm gonna take
Mm-hmm.
the wing, and I'm gonna fold him down. So it looks like that. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So now we kind of look like this.
Mhm.
Now we pick a side that kind of like we're
Mhm.
gonna decide which one's the head or the tail. So I usually decide that on which one looks like a little bit more messed up because
Mhm.
then the messed up side is usually the head. Like for me, he's
Mhm.
this side. So I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna fold him a little bit, just like that. So they kind of look like a head. And
Mhm.
it really depends on the bird and where it is and the fold and how I made it. This guy's got a little bit longer beak than I usually do. It's like that. Now, got him. So now the only thing left we have to do is like this little triangle part in the middle. We have to inflate them to make the body. So if you flip them over on the bottom, there's this little hole on the inside right there. And you can blow it right here, fold them up on the bottom.
Mhm.
There's this little hole and you can blow air into it and pull on the wings a little bit and it'll inflate the body. I don't show my face, so I can't do it on camera, but I'll, sure like that.
Mhm.
So I just blew a little bit of air into the bottom. There's this little hole, and then I pull on the wings a little bit, and I unfold the body on the bottom, right here on the bottom. Yeah, right there. That there, you got it. You did it. You nailed it. Aced it. Now you can kind of adjust the wings if you want to, adjust the head, like make them pretty, whatever you want. Name them. Maybe it could be Joseph. You can you can take your fingers, kind of like at this point. At this point, he's his own little guy. Look, you made a crane. Like the whole point of this is like I like to share and like to hear about people and what makes them happy and what they're interested in. So you owe me one more movie. One more movie.
Honestly, if it's a movie that I feel like is gonna talk to people or like tell someone something, I feel like The
It
Lovely Bones told me a lot growing up. But the other movie would be
it doesn't got to tell anybody about anything. It's about what you want on your
no,
deserted
but I
island.
like movies like that. I like movies that explain this. Like as a kid, me growing up and watching that movie made me realize not to talk to strangers because of what would happen.
That's why
Mhm.
that's why I do this. This taught me a lot when I was a kid. This taught me a lot about like having complex feelings that I didn't know how to express and how to make it okay. And that's why
I would
I like the movie question.
I would say wait, I got it. It would be We Are Your Friends.
I gotta write that one down too. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's We Are Your Friends.
I like
You want
good
me to give you
movie
like
suggestions.
a little background of both of them so you know more or less what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? So
hit
We're Your
me.
Friends is about a bunch of college kids in California that have no like they just regular college kids living minimum wage or whatever, like barely
Hmm.
making it. They all decide to get an apartment because who the fuck lives in California and doesn't have roommates? Everybody does. I lived
Yep.
over there and I had roommates. So they decide that they want to make something different. They wanted to be a big DJ, want to get out of the ghetto. But I'm saying so many bad. I'm so sorry. But
I
yeah, they
quack it
want to
out.
get out of it. So they want to get out of it, and the DJ ends up talking to someone who used to be a good DJ, but they
Yep.
haven't made any good tracks in a long time. So somebody's on that DJ's like behind, like you got to make some good music. He ends up meeting this college kid that is would do anything to get it, make it. So he takes that to his advantage and uses him to make a track for himself. So when the guy does that at the end or whatever, he ends up using his track and going to the biggest stage in California, which is the biggest music festival.
Yep.
But it all worked out in the college kid's favor because he ends up getting a girl and getting his dream of being in like a million people DJing.
That's like one of my favorite lessons that I learned in life that took me a long time is beware of fast friends. Anyone who wants
Yeah.
to be your friend too fast, be wary of. They want something
Mhm.
from you. They want to take something from you. I don't want to take anything from anyone. Is it all right if
So there,
I hit you with a friend request so I can eventually yeah, filling up space and time, just being quiet. Still think this room setup's a little weird. Don't understand, but we all got roommates. Thought, yeah, beware fast friends, kids. Always. They got something they want from you. That seems a little counterintuitive because I'm trying to make fast friends and talk to them, but in all reality, it's just showcasing people. Well,
All right, so yeah, like you said about the friends, whatever, you gotta beware. But I feel like, okay, so that's where I feel like you're wrong. You can't really tell someone to be aware of someone that they still are trying to get to know, because they can't just unfriend someone. They have to have a reason to. So I actually thought about that question today.
no,
Why do I not talk to the people that I used to talk to? Is because somewhere along the line they messed up so bad that caused me to fall off with them. So that's like saying, if someone told me when I first met them, oh, don't talk to that person because they're not good for you. I had to find out for myself that they weren't
to
good for me.
100%.
So
Like the oven is hot. It took me a long time to realize
yeah.
the oven is hot. But
So
like,
when you tell someone like you gotta see who you talk to that are good for you, you can't just say it, because they have to experience what caused you to not talk to them before they can not talk to them.
yeah, I'm not trying to influence other people's opinion about or
Yeah.
like reticence. I don't want to like keep people from putting themselves out there, but like beware means just like, hey, be aware. Be aware that
So yeah. So but
people don't have
it
your
so it
best
sucks
intentions.
because, yeah, and it sucks because you can't really tell someone how to do right from wrong or do right, because even though you've been through it, it doesn't mean that they've been through it, so they still have to learn their lesson before they can be like, "Oh, like you were right." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a hundred
And-
percent. Like it takes time.
Yeah,
Like it like you hope for the best for your friends. And the only reason
and I
you
realize
speak
that.
up, you speak up and you say something is because you want the best for them. You want the best outcome you possibly can for them. So you're trying to like show them a little bit the roadblocks. Be aware
But
doesn't
even though, yeah,
be
go
aware
ahead.
doesn't
Sorry.
mean not to. Be aware to me seems like just be aware, be understanding that they can want something more from you than you want from them. I mean, it can be a one-sided
But
relationship.
yeah, but that's where I realized there's not even really no point of telling them be aware of this person, this and that, because in their head they still haven't seen this side of them, so they're still gonna talk to them until they realize that. So, in my head, I thought about this question literally today because my nephew's 15, and I'm trying to tell him don't hang around the right crowd because I did this when you're younger. Don't do this, don't do that. And I'm thinking to myself, but he's still doing it. And it's like, even though I tell him I know this person's not good for him, he's still doing it. So, today I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think the reason why is, even though I tell him I've been doing, I see exactly what he's
Hmm.
doing. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna make him like,
Want to do it more.
yeah, because like I feel like he needs to learn before I even. So there's no point in me even trying to tell him how to live his life, because if he if he really wants to go down the right path, he'll choose for himself the same way I did. So maybe he just has to do what he has to do that's bad, and then he'll decide at the end of the road, is this really what I want to do or not? It doesn't matter if someone tells me, it's if I want to do it. Because it's like saying, when there's people out there that smoke crack and they still do it every day. Why do they do it? And they're over there telling people, like, you see them asking for money. There's people that have done it and they don't do it no more. Why is it they can stop but you don't? It's because you choose not to.
That you bring up a lot of points that I hadn't thought about, and that kind of like bring a little bit more kind of like breadth of color to the conversation. And that, like, the only reason I say those things is, like not for myself, like even
Mhm.
not for them in the moment. And like those are kind of the things that I say to people where they'll only figure it out when they have a burn on their hand, where then they'll be like, bro, my cousin's got my best interest out for me because he told me
Mhm.
not to do this. He's never going to tell you that. They're never, never will they ever spit those words out their mouth. But they
Yeah.
like, it's just trying to support people in a way where they can be supported, even if it's not something that's going to be like something they learn today. Maybe they learned it
Mhm.
tomorrow. But you're right. If like I know me, I definitely when somebody told me no, you know what I did? That
Mhm. But it's not really like a just about retaliation. It's more of like they're gonna do it regardless. Even if you were in that spot at that time telling them not to do it, it was gonna happen down the line regardless, and it was still up to them if they wanted to keep doing what they decided to do or they didn't do. So regardless, if you even by you being there is not gonna change the fact that the outcome of anything. So the way I started saying it was like there's not really no point of whenever people tell you something and you try to give them your advice. Because now, whenever people tell me for advice, I'm like, I don't know, do what you want to do because at the end of the day, that's you. So just
I
yeah,
I like asking for advice from people and getting other people's opinion on things because like that's the whole point of these videos and these recordings is to get people's point of view and what they're doing it and how they feel. Uh, but guaranteed, your cousin's gonna think of those words that you told him.
my nephew,
Nephew, excuse me,
he
nephew's gonna
will
he's gonna.
when it
It's not a today thing. It's not a tomorrow thing.
yeah
We
no
got we got to be quiet. We got to cut this off.
no what'd you say?
It's not a today thing. It's not a tomorrow thing. It's a something that it's going to stick with them. That they realize that you have their best interest in mind,
Yeah,
regardless of the outcome. And it's that kind of like love and respect that you have for people in your life that I want to spread and that people need to know.
yeah. So I'm
Uh,
trying not to wake my boyfriend up. He's like asleep on the bed right there. So I'm like,
yeah,
I'm just
my girlfriend's asleep too, and she's mad at me.
yeah.
Uh,
It's cool. I like talking to people because sometimes I meet real cool people and I like going on the phone with them and they tell me like their perspective, their life, and everything. It's like weird how like you could just think like about someone just like you think you're bad, you think your everyday life is bad, or you think like your day's going real good or whatever. Like some people just have it way different. Like you're just another person that's walking down the street. There's no one better than anybody because at the end of the day, if you're the president, it's like if the president just comes down, like nobody's gonna the way it's weird because the way I see it is like if you think you're the biggest drug dealer on the block, but yet if you go anywhere else other than where you sell drugs, you're just a regular person.
well,
So
is
at the
is
end,
it's not just drugs, it's like anything. There's always a bigger fish in the sea, and it's just about like understanding people's position and where they're at, where they come from, and just like bridging
but
those
I,
gaps.
yeah, no, but I just feel like everybody's the same, like equally wise. Like nobody's better than anybody because at the end of the day, there's always gonna be something you have that they want or something that they have and you want. So there's
Or
never gonna be no difference of you have everything.
or like a difference of opinion, and the opinion is the best spot on this. You're right over there, my dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just like understanding that like as different as we are, and the more the same we are, and that's kind of what I want in this experiment. Is just like showcasing people and going from there. Yeah, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, and I thank you so very much for having this conversation with me and putting up with me and making a crane with me. And like, yeah, like you deserve love. I deserve love. They deserve love. But in
But
love,
what is
we all deserve respect.
mhm.
You deserve respect. They deserve respect. Sometimes they're not old enough to understand what respect means.
Sure. And that's why I was like, I give it to him right now. I'm like, I'm not gonna push something on him. I'm not gonna tell him nothing. I was like, he's staying with me, and I want him to have more than what I had growing up. So also, it doesn't mean that I'm just gonna let him do whatever he wants, because of course you're gonna still go to school and
Yeah.
do this and that. Just don't go down the wrong path. The way I tell him is like this. I'm like, if you have to ask yourself if it's okay to do whatever you're gonna do, it's probably not okay to do. Why do you
Probably
have
probably not okay. Probably not okay. And that's the thing you learn with life and time. And time is the gift we give to the young.
that? But back to what I was saying about the like the whole people who do drugs and stuff like that. I feel like I have a valid point. Someone argued with me in the past saying that like not everybody chooses that and it's hard and this and that and like you don't know what people go through and stuff like that. And whenever they tell me that, I'm like, that's where you're wrong because I have been through that and I'm perfectly fine now. Like I feel like everyone's done like drugs in their life. Everyone's done something. It's
Had
up
to
to
have.
that person on whether they wanted to do it or not later on. Like I feel like me, I just feel like I got to a point where I'm like, if a certain person is still doing what they're doing and they continue to do it, it's because they don't want to change. So
Or they haven't realized the oven's hot. Some people grow up.
exactly. So
Some people,
why contribute to it or condone to that situation when you know yourself it's not okay? So
like everybody got to hit rock bottom at a certain point when they're on that path, and like they will appreciate you in the long run being there. But when
like
they hit
I
rock
get
bottom,
I get like the homeless situation is bad. Yes, it is. But like I'm in Texas, so like I don't know your governor or your mayor is different than ours or whatever. But ours is like it's very different. There's a lot of homeless people out there and stuff like that. And when I see them with signs, I'm like, and when I see them with signs, I'm like, why? I used to be that type of person that give them money. I used to be like that because I feel like it would be paid back to me in tenfold. But then I started realizing there's people out there that don't have a social security card and that are working, making money, and still paying taxes every time they get paid and stuff like that because they take it out of their check. And I was like, the majority of the people I see are American citizens. I'm like, how are y'all? Like, how are y'all at this point in your life to where you
where
got to get this done?
they've
You
been
know what I mean? Like,
enabled as users. They're just they they don't understand that the actions that they take are detrimental to the people around them.
mhm. And I
That
feel like that's something that's like they still like they don't understand. But I was like, maybe they're in a they need to learn. They need to still be there until they realize because any day they can. And I know they say, well, it's hard because how am I supposed to get a job if I don't have a place and I'm homeless now? Or how am I even supposed to go get a job if I'm dirty and I'm homeless and I have nowhere to shower? There
there's
is places
there are
because
places.
I
That's why
have been there. I've been there. Like that's
that's why I
cool.
make tiny cranes. That's why I make tiny cranes. That's why I do these things. That's why I'm trying this
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, like
Like
I was
when so whenever they say that, I'm like, how I'm only 25 years old. Me growing up, my mom was homeless at some point. I had no light and electricity. I've been in your shoes. I've been in a situation. We literally slept in a bus station, all this and that. Like I was, you know what I mean? I got hooked on drugs when I was younger, yes, but I'm a whole different person because I didn't want that for myself anymore. So
you you
why,
you chose. They didn't.
yeah, so why do you think I should give you something of mine that I worked hard for your habit or something you did in your past that you still can change, but you choose not to? So I just don't think it's okay for me to do it. But some people argue with me and they're like, well, they need it because you don't know what they're going through. It's hard for them, and this and that. I'm like, no, it isn't. Like you're
You,
saying that because you haven't experienced it.
yeah, yeah. You don't know anyone's individual situation, but on the opposite side, like you
Mhm.
realize that doing those things and giving them that money is not helping them out of the
Mhm.
situation that they found themselves in. It's a quick fix
But
for
I know you're saying I know wait hold on because I know you're
get.
saying I don't know everybody's situation, but it doesn't matter every situation because at the end of the day, there's always a solution to your problem. I feel like that's true because I was stuck in California. My backpack that had my driver's license, my ID, my social, my birth certificate, everything they stole it, everything. And I was literally just moved over there. I was homeless, living out of a van and everything. My
Yeah,
shit, all of my stuff got stolen. How did I find a way back to Texas? There's a
that's a
way. So
there's a
like, there's a
way.
way for everything. If you're
There,
saying you don't know, what you're saying you don't know everybody's situation, is it because it's on? It's either because it has to be because they're on drugs, or they lost everything because they lost their job, or they lost something, or they just don't have
they don't
paperwork or something to.
they
It
don't
has to be
want
one of
they
those
don't want to
other
find a
things.
solution for their problem. They don't want to find it.
Yeah. So it's on honestly the way I see things now. It's like it's on them. That's
Uh,
the way I see things. That's the way I tell my nephew. I'm like, I'm not going to give you advice when it comes to certain things. And then I'm the type of person that when it comes to a homeless person, I'm not going to give you money because you chose to do what you do.
that's what I love about these conversations and why I make these videos is because I want uh, we we could be done anytime. I just love this conversation.
Wait, what was your
Yeah,
Instagram? How do you do this?
it's the same thing but Instagram.
Is it
Uh,
Instagram or YouTube?
I YouTube and I also
Wait,
Instagram.
when you do Instagram, you do the reels? Because like the reels will pop up on my thing.
I do reels sometimes. I'm not big on social media. Like I just started this, and like my whole impetus on this was just again trying to get
I
people's opinions. I'm just between the folds, and
I
it's
made a
just
good point though, right?
yeah, you did. You made a great point, and that's what I like about this is to get other people's point of view and their position, and like these are complicated conversations and complicated problems. Like as much as we can go back and forth on this, we're never going to solve it in one conversation, but we're going to solve
Mhm.
it through a whole bunch of conversations. And the way to spark that is to have these conversations, which is why I like doing these. And
Oh, wait,
even
you have
though
TikTok? Actually, you have TikTok?
no, I don't TikTok. Like
You
I'm
should
bad
go in
social media.
live. That would be cool. We had these topics on live. Everyone would be on it.
I could do live, but the problem is I would stop and start because I'm a consent king. I don't start recording
Mhm.
until you say yes, and I don't record anyone under 18, and I am gonna make sure because
No, but that's what I'm saying. If we're on TikTok live and we're talking, the only thing they're saying is who's commenting on the thing. And if they're commenting, you don't really need consent because you're on a live platform, so it's already like they're consenting whenever they sign up for the program, which is like TikTok or something like that, to put their stuff information out there because there's a lot of Twitchers and people like that. So as
but
long
that's
as you're not literally on it with them or have them join in the live, you can't really get in trouble.
but that's just it's not getting in trouble. It's just me. Like I don't do anything or record anything without someone's consent because I think it's unfair unless the other person knows. But that's just me because I don't like to record things or tape anything or put anything live out. We're like I don't
I
want
had a
to.
next topic. I had a
Yeah,
next topic, but sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. By the way, you can interrupt me at any time. I'm totally used to it. It's the way I was brought up, so I don't take it
the
offensive at all. I don't know if you do, but I don't. Everyone is like, if you have a thought, say what you're gonna say before you lose it. It doesn't matter if someone's gonna make a conversation because you're gonna regret it
uh,
later on. So that's why I interrupt. But sorry,
not rude at all. Hit me with your best shot.
but I did lose that thought saying that, and it was really, really good. It was another topic that was really good, and that's why I had brought up the TikTok because I was like, we got to talk about that next time I'm live.